And the next poet coming up is my brother. Oh my God, this brother, I've been trying to get him in this lineup for a minute now, and I love his work. His work is so beautiful, and many folks have, he's not only a poet, but he's also a playwright. He is the author of For Colored Boys Who Have Considered S-Curls When the Hot Comb Was Enough. And he, and he is also the author of the poetry book Last Rites. His vision is just, well, his vision is as powerful and spiritual and compassionate and erotic and political and humorous and amazing. So please, please give a warm La Peña Valentine's Day welcome to Marvin K. White.
Gather together and call the name, son, father, grandfather, uncle, and brother. Gather together and call the name, daughter, mother, grandmother, aunt, and sister. Look for all the same differences in our bodies. Lips that we know are full with kiss, noses that we know swell with shine, foreheads that soak sun and reflect moon, hair that naps tight with curl. Be told we are sons and daughters from a long line of sons and daughters. We who've been taught to forget are remembering our own tonight. And we will tell and retell our stories and our histories. And it looks like you. It's brown and it's browner. It smells like you. It's earth and it's musk. It's strong like you. It's back and it's shoulder. It's soft like you. It's hold and it's stroke. It sound like you. It's drum and jazz. Do you hear it tonight? It's the song that's swayed to. The song that makes you close your eyes and shake your head and slow nose and beg to have your burdens lifted to. It's the song that lulled the baby on the hip, that saved the captured on the ship. It's a song that said, tonight we run to freedom, and the night in the song has always been ours. The no more auction block for me. The precious Lord, take my hand. Come by here, Lord. Just come by here. And it's rolling in like a spirit riding a storm. Listen to the calm in your bones. Listen to the trees cry, and they do. Listen to all things that warn you to hold on and hold on to him and to her. Like this, like sea gripping at land, like night blanketing stars, like shores spreading, pulling rivers through, like east and west wind fighting to hold on to one another as they turn in wild tornado. Can you feel it like the shakes before an earthquake? Can you feel it like the itch in your palm when payday is near? Can you feel it like the still bird song before an eruption? Can you feel it rolling in like a spirit riding a storm? The tear, the anger, the funeral, the eulogy, the blacks, the food, the cremation, the scattering, the babies, the beloved, the bash, the fight, the crack, the guns, the vigil, the march, the protest, the growth, the scream, the community, the voices, the prayer, the hold, the strength, the night. And you who have prayed to God to know that love is nothing if not ritual. And you who have held on to centuries know that survival is nothing new. And you who have gone inside one another know that it's deep enough to hide one another. So gather together and call the name, son and daughter, in the club and bar until it burns us in the roof of our mouths. Gather together and call the name, father and mother, in the home and house until it melts like butter candy under your tongue. Gather together and call the name, grandfather and grandmother, in the kitchen and shed until it runs through thick like blood. Gather together and call the name, uncle and aunt, in the church and choir until it raises our voices to gospel. Gather together and call the name, brother and sister, in the park and in the bushes until it twirls us in the mantra of black on black love, 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 black on black love.
You know, I'm tired of Barbies. You know those new girls who act all stuck up?
All I was trying to do was to help her to fit in, because people around here don't like it if you're too different or too pretty or too light-skinned. See, around here they might just come for you because they think you better than they are. See what happened to that girl Skipper? Ripped her left arm right out of its socket. Now nobody talks to her because nobody likes one-armed girls. That's why I told Barbie, you know, you're just looking for trouble driving up to the projects in a brand new red customized Ferrari. Wearing a limited edition Bob Mackie crystal ball gown. Bragging about how you've been to the moon in your own spaceship. How you've been in the army with your own pink Jeep. How you have your own beauty parlor and camper and jet skis and fur coat and perfume. I told her, well, you gotta let all that go now. Just put it away under the bed. I tried to get her to realize that this was just another Barbie adventure. A quantum Barbie leap, so to speak. Then she tried to start crying and couldn't. So then I said, listen, just squeeze my hand when you feel the pain. I told her I was sorry for not having a potato small enough to put behind her ears, but they had to be pierced. I expected to see red fingernail polish blood drop when I pushed the needle and thread clear through both her ears. Damn, she hard-headed. And no blood drop either. And I told her to spin her arms all the way up. You know, you should have gone out for cheerleading squad. You know all the cheers and you're always doing the splits. No, not like that, like you do in your step aerobics video. I just want to paint some underarm razor stubble in so people know you're a lady and that you do shave. Now, girl, calm down. This ain't nothing but whiteout, and I'm just going to put a couple drops so it looked like you got some deodorant on. I also painted some black dot naps on the back of her neck. Her edges were too sharp, and besides, nobody around here got hair that good. I kept telling her, you got to fit in, you got to fit in. So then, I drew a fine brown line on her forehead and covered it with a small dab of cocoa butter, just to show that she's burned herself with a hot comb before. Now go, ouch! I told her she could cover it with her bangs, but then I cut them too short. So I took the time out of my busy day to draw some red welts on her back, so it looked like she's been whipped with an extension cord before, like everybody else around here. Because maybe she got caught smoking reefer or cut school or got pregnant or something. I told her I was almost done. There were only a few things left to draw. Appendix scar, C-section scar, kidney transplant scar, Norplant lines. You don't have to worry about birth control for 5 years. Teen bumps, ashy knees, stretch marks, hickey. I even made her a tiny Barbie beeper. You know, I'm kind of glad she's gone. Nobody believed we were sisters anyway. Mama acted all surprised when she ran away with that man, Ken. But I knew what kind of girl she was. She just didn't want to fit in.
You inspire me to stoplights and hot cones and railroad brakes. I think you just might be the first black in my American League. You are my invention. And I'm putting a patent on this thing we're doing. I'm copywriting the words my tongue pushes into your ear. I want to make some black history with you. Be your Harriet Tubman and let you ride my Underground Railroad to freedom. I want you to pass out in my arms exhausted. I want you to lose your scent in my rivers. I want to be your safe house. I want you to come and wait inside me till slave catchers lose all track of you. I want to make some black history with you. I want to be the first man to reach your North Pole. I want to find 1,000,001 things to do with a peanut. I want to make you proud to be Negro. Black then, I want to make some black history with you. Sing songs about overcoming you, and I shall. Want to lead your movement back to my Africa where we bow down to trees and skies. Oh God, I want you to sit between my knees while I find a chemical that sizzles the genetic codes out of your kink. Have a $1 million Madam CJ kind of idea just by looking into your head. I want to make some black history with you. I want you to beg for mercy, Thurgood style in my Supreme Court. I want to write and rewrite and overturn legislation for you. I want to be a black antique where you watch Saharan sun soak into your back as you make my ground pregnant. I want to bring forth my yam for you. See, I just want to make some black history with you. I want to run to Texas every Juneteenth to remind you that you're free. I want to sit down and be Rosa Parks for you. I want to be the seat for you, and you can ride the front of my bus. I want you to take that hammer in your hand and be the tunnel through my mountains. I want to take you back in time before hip-hop, before rhyme, like Buster, I must have got off course, but I'm hung like, listen, I just want to make some black history with you. I want you to come back into my village proud and pierced and scarred. I want everything you went out and gathered and brought home. I want to make something out of it. I want you to put everything in my pot and let me make you your first gumbo. I want you to lick me from your fingers, and I will make something that will stick to your ribs, like legacy, like family, like a brown mama making little brown babies for you. I want to verse you on some things I think you should know. Makiba, Ropes, and Du Bois. I want you to make some noise like that choir up in Harlem with all them cute little boys. I want to be the worst part of you. I want to come visit you in jail, hop my gold chain for bail. Oh hell, let me be your prison rape, your failed escape, the bullet aimed at your neck snake. I want to be your mom in the kitchen burning rice, and well, you can be my daddy on the corner shooting dice. See, I just want to make some black history with you. Be the Atlantic in your middle passage and swallow you before they slay or save you. Be America built on the back of you. Be brothers in Oakland who won't talk to you. I want to be your invention, one back to this thing we do. Want to copyright these words my tongue pushes into your ear. I want the world to know I was here with you, making some black history. Thank you.